See?
I called Guy first. He's like, how many bags you bringing? Oh, I'll bring like 6. I'm like, all right.
So Branch didn't cut me down. Branch goes, I'm gonna Alright guys, this is day, I don't even fucking know, 5, 6, 7. I actually didn't even know what day it was today. I actually thought it was a weekday. Forgot my room number. This would happen when you travel so much. We've been to 3 hotels. I think we got 3 more hotels to go. And it's been a crazy ride so far. We obviously started the tour in London. We landed in Heathrow and went to King's Gym. Met up with James Hollinghead and that whole crew. We were supposed to leave on a 1:55 flight out of London into Stockholm, which we missed. We all screwed up the itinerary and was looking at the wrong departure time, and ended up having to go through a whole mess. Costed a decent amount of money, but in that little time of the screw up, we actually laughed about it, joked about it, and actually got to spend more quality time together. So I think the money wasted was well spent, if that makes sense, because I think it wasn't money that was actually wasted. I think it actually brought us closer together because we spent some more quality time together, which was pretty cool. And it actually, the missing of a flight turned into be a big joke, to be honest. We landed in Stockholm, met up with Shaun Clarida. We made a lot of stops to see, you know, we just wanted to see kind of the landscape, the culture, and we stopped at a place that was called, I think it's called the Bauhaus. It's like a fortress right off the highway.
But now we're in between about 4 hours north of Copenhagen in Sweden. So I've seen this room before when we drove down to Gothenburg, so this time we're stopping and check it out.
You can see all the ruins and stuff, and the castle, and you know, you kind of get to see a little bit of you know, the history of the fortress and what it was about. And Michael Johansson, obviously the owner, one of the owners of GASP, gave us a lot of insight to it, and about, you know, the king that lived there, and how the land was developed and how he inherited the land and all this stuff. So you know, when we go on these trips, it's not only to learn more about ourselves and teach you guys about the brand, but it's also about us learning about cultures and trying to cultivate the GASP, you know, not just a clothing brand, but a way of life, which brings us to like the no compromise thing. I mean, you know, we landed in London Heathrow, slept for a couple hours, drove 10 hours here. I gotta get my knees out. I gotta stretch my legs out. Oh my God.
We made it 10 hours later.
I think it would be good to think about the times or
It's done.
yeah, for him.
They might have do they have fridges in here? They got a fridge, you're good. Dropped our shit off in the hotel, ate a meal, went to the gym at 10:30 at night, and obviously the only one that really has to is me, because I'm dieting for a show, but nobody's putting a gun to my head to do it. I could have taken a day off. Branch and Shaun didn't have to fucking train. They're not getting ready for anything. They're off season. But when you're programmed a certain fucking way, there's off days and then there's days you train, and you have a set number of fucking days that you have to train your body parts, and it doesn't matter what time of the day it is, how many meals you got. Like, you got to make sure as a professional bodybuilder, like, that's your fucking job is to work out.
Hey guys, GASP Iron World Tour just rode into Copenhagen and loaded gym here in Copenhagen, man. I want to give a special shout out to my boy Oliver here. Yeah. It's Friday night. We probably get to the gym to what, almost 10:30?
Yep.
11 o'clock. So I'm guessing it's around midnight now. I know my man got better stuff to do on Friday night than to stay at the gym, but he kept it open for us so we get our workout in. So much appreciation to Oliver and Loaded Gym for staying open for us, guys.
Yeah. You're well welcome.
Well, thank you.
Nice to see you guys.
Great gym, great atmosphere. Looking forward to being tomorrow with you guys, and you guys in the area, you guys are gonna miss this.
You know, back to the GASP and the no compromise thing. I mean, you know, we got here late as fuck, man, and we didn't have an easy day. You know, flying from London to Stockholm, not sleeping a lot, not eating a lot, 10-hour drive. I mean, that's where no compromise come in. I mean, and one thing, we were on the way here, and Michael asked a question that at 37 years old, I honestly thought I would have been asked before. And he said, you know, he was having a team building event for the employees at GASP a while back, and he asked them, like, what's your why? And if you think about it and step back as a human being and ask yourself what your why is, and it's not like what do you want to do in your life or why do you do what you do, but it's why are you in the position that you're in to be the person that you are and doing what you do, and is that really what you want to do? And I really thought about it, because if you ask most people what their fucking why is, they're gonna be like, well, I wanna make fucking money. I wanna do this. I wanna do that. I wanna accomplish goals. But at the end of the day, you accomplish all these fucking goals, and what's the end goal?
Good. Took us a while to find something good, but luckily we found something good. It's awesome. That was good, man. I mean, it took us a while to find a good spot that had actual eggs.
We walked about 2 miles before we could find a place that actually cooked us eggs and give us what we needed, but once we found it, it was worth the walk. So breakfast was good. Super expensive here. I think breakfast was almost $250, but at least it was good. Nah, man, I try to eat, you know, I've been trying to get 5 meals a day in. Just eating and training, basically, traveling different countries, different cities, and doing what we do. So it's kind of, for me, kind of a throwback to competitive days. So it's been no pressure, just meeting and greeting, doing what we do, man. So it's been a cool trip so far.
Got food, got the weights. Good. No, I'm in off season, so I'm enjoying it. Like I said, this is like one of the first times I've actually been on a trip where there's no stress of having to get food. Obviously, like I'm still trying to get as many, you know, 5-6 meals a day. Obviously, try to get my protein in, the right amount of carbs, clean carbs. But again, there's no stress. There's no having to worry about, you know, certain meals, certain foods, things like that when I'm out here.
What I told him yesterday, you'll be amazed, just trust me. Because he was a little bit like, yeah, but they're famous and everything. Yeah. Don't worry, they're totally normal. Keep them straight, you know, keep them normal. Just keep them, you know, like normal people, because that's what you are in the end of the day.
Yep.
And just keep the respect about it.
Yeah.
So he was yesterday, he wrote me that one. Oh, I never had that experience before. It was just,
You gotta get his,
and I even got a heart, you know, and everything.
And today it hit me. I was at an event, and there was an 11-year-old kid, fucking huge fan, came up and taking pictures with me, taking pictures with Shaun, taking pictures with Branch, signing his shaker cup, and then at the end of it all, the kid's 11 years old. Who the fuck's 11 years old that knows who Guy Cisternino, Branch Warren is? I assume 11 years old don't know shit about bodybuilding. But this kid sat next to me for fucking an hour and took his picture that he took me and Branch and put on his fucking cell phone. And I remember, I'm obviously the interview I'm doing now, but I looked at Nick, the guy behind the camera, I'm like, this is my fucking why right here. Like, you know, everybody worries, you know, there's all this fucking conflict going on the internet about whose bank account's fucking bigger, whose dick's bigger, who's better as a bodybuilder, as an Olympian, you know, and all this talk and all this Instagram shit, you know, at the end of the day, what is it, where are you guys really going with the drama? It's like, all you motherfuckers that are out there worrying about the wrong shit are like one-legged ducks, man. You're swimming in a fucking circle. You're not going anywhere. You know, you got to have a bigger reason behind what you do in your fucking life. You want the reason why I'm in Sweden, the reason why I was in London, the reason why I'm going back to fucking you know, I was in Denmark, why I'm in this place, I'm traveling, I miss my dogs, my friends, my family, my this, that, is because I want to inspire people. I want people to grow up and be better and be happy and know that there were people and individuals in their life that didn't come from something, that had to make something of themselves, that weren't brought up with all these great genetics, weren't brought up with a lot of fucking money, had to bust their ass, had to fucking hustle, had to overcome adversity, had to be better.
Fuck your comfort zone, says.
How it did. I had members signing out because of that.
Yeah?
Signing out because of...
Fuck your comfort zone. No, he said. No, the one guy. He said, I'm gonna leave this place. When you leave that on the wall, I'm gonna leave this place. See you. If something is black, it's really good. If something is white, it's really good. I hate the gray parts. I've never been good at gray parts. Even you fucking like it or you don't. If that's the same, I talked with a guy yesterday, but what is your plan B? And I was looking at it. Plan what? B? I don't have a fucking plan B. What is your exit plan? I was like, I don't have a fucking plan B. I'm working on A, and A is what works for me. It's like that, and again,
full speed ahead.
Yeah, just do what I'm best at. It is difficult because now you're getting 30 years older and stuff like that. I also got a son, and he's very, 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 very near to me for the days that I have him every second week. But still, when I'm not having him or anything, I'm just working. But right now I want to build. I like my brand. I also like the no compromise around me. We don't give a fuck, and that's what we started at a show. We had a magic show in Vegas, and we were sitting and looking on the back, and it was standing, we don't give a fuck, and I was like, oh. And then we sat with two other guys, and they looked at me, and I said, look at the back, and they were like, oh no, Maria won't allow that. Bet she will, I bet she will. Come on! I would love to, actually, no bullshit, I would love to do a show again. I would love to, but a lot changed it over the years with the federations and all of that. And again, it's not black and white. Now it's only about one thing. It's about making money, and I'm not into that. Because I never made, actually, even if it's totally... I just talked with Alan yesterday. He's my accounts guy, and he's been knowing me for, I don't know, 15 years. And he said, you have to do something with your, business that it gives you money. Because you cannot stuff your heart into everything that you're doing. But if I don't feel it, I'm not touching it. The gym I'm touching right now, because the gym is giving me something back again. Even if I'm a big guy, I see so many big people coming in, dropping 30 kilos, 60 kilos. I see so many that want bigger arms, six-pack, whatever. I see them having joy and the fun in it. That's what I like. I like to see people having fun and see getting a thing out of coming there where I have a finger in it. So if I made a show, I wanted it at least to make the best show ever. Again, no compromise. You do it or you don't.
And you accomplish all those fucking goals, and and I look at myself and I'm like, man, I overcame this, I did this, and now I'm here, and now I'm sponsored by MFIT, and I'm sponsored by GASP and Atomics and Trifecta and all that, and I'm living a dream, and at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, what are you doing with that fucking dream? If you're not doing anything with it, if you're not trying to help other people accomplish their dreams, and you're just fucking being selfish and holding your dream to yourself, what are you really fucking doing? You're not helping anybody. You're not helping anybody with your fucking self, being selfish. You know, and that's one thing. There's a lot of people out there that fucking don't like me. They don't like me because they don't like how I look. They don't like my physique on stage. They don't like my attitude. They don't like that I curse. They don't like that I eat fucking meat. But at the end of the day, I try to be real to my fans, and I try to be real to I have a lot of kids that follow me, and I have a lot of people that told me I saved their lives. I inspired them. They lost weight. They were diabetics, no longer diabetics. Like, to me, take all that shit, all the trophies I've won, all the money I've made, all the accolades I have. You take all that the fuck away and tell me I saved a person's life or I inspired somebody to be a better human being. That's my fucking why. And that's something that I got out of this trip. You know, this is the longest I've been away from my family, my dogs, the longest I've ever been away from, you know, my civilization in New Jersey. You know, I'm gone for, 2 weeks. I've been gone in a week, 5 days, weekends, appearances, but this is a long time, and it's really put shit in perspective to you, man. And, I really hope that my why becomes somebody else's why, and it's a domino effect, and, people start catching on. I think people got to really sit back sometimes and stop worrying about the little fucking things in life, because at the end of the day, man, you might not wake up tomorrow. So all the fucking finer things in life that you all think matter to you, man, at the end of the day, fucking don't. So I tell everybody, listen, put the petty shit away, because at the end of the day, the only fucking person, and I'm a true believer in this, I know everybody's got family and friends, but the only person in your life that gives a fuck about accomplishing your goals is yourself. Nobody else fucking cares if you accomplish them or not, because at the end of the day, everybody's got their own fucking goals they want to accomplish. They can't be worried about what you're doing. You got to be worried about what you're doing. And in order to do that, you got to take pride in what you fucking do. And you got to have a reason behind it. Because at the end of the day, if there's no reason, if there's no why behind what you do, then why are you even fucking doing it?